never meant to rise. They built the world to keep you small, to keep you fragile, to keep you doubting every step, questioning every move, obeying without resistance. They fed you lies, told you to stay in your lane, told you to be patient, told you that power was for someone else. They programmed you to be weak, because a weak man is easy to control. A weak man never fights back. A weak man never claims what should be his. Look at yourself right now. Look at the hesitation that's wrapped itself around your throat like a noose. Look at the excuses you fed yourself, the comfortable little lies that have kept you locked in place. Who benefits from your weakness? Who gains when you stay silent? Who wins when you choose comfort over the fire that's been burning in your gut since the day you were born? They wanted you soft, powerless, broken. They conditioned you to accept your own suffering, to believe that this is all there is. But something inside you refuses to die. You felt it, haven't you? That hunger, that rage, that fire screaming to be unleashed. You've buried it under self-doubt. You've numbed it with distraction, but it's still there. And now, it's time to set the whole damn world on fire. Today you decide. Today you draw a line in the sand, carve it into your soul, and step across it. No more hesitation. No more waiting. No more asking permission. Weakness is a disease, and you are the cure. You were built for war, forged in fire, and honed by every failure, every loss, every betrayal. You are not broken. You are not defeated. You are rising. So make your choice. Stay weak, stay small, stay comfortable in your excuses, or become the nightmare they never wanted to face. No one is coming to save you. No one is losing sleep over your struggles. No one gives a damn about the battles you fight in your head. And that's the cold, unforgiving truth. You can cry about it, you can scream at the sky, you can beg for an easier path, but reality does not bend for the weak. This world was built on power, and power does not answer to complaints. It answers to force. You want to know why your life is the way it is? Because you allowed it. You chose it. Every excuse you made, every time you backed down, every time you let fear dictate your actions, it all led you here. You surrendered. You handed over the keys to your own mind and let the world decide your worth. And what did they decide? That you were nothing. That you were another disposable body in the crowd. Another nameless, faceless soul waiting for permission to live. Weakness is a choice. You think you were born this way? No. You were trained into it, conditioned to flinch, to step aside, to avoid conflict. They wanted you obedient, but what they never told you is that the moment you decide, truly decide, to reclaim your power, every single chain around your neck shatters. Because here's the truth they don't want you to know. No one respects the weak. Not society, not your enemies, not even you. Power is the only language this world understands. And right now, you have a decision to make. Stay blind to this truth, or open your eyes and take back everything they stole from you. Look at yourself. No, really. Look. Strip away the lies, the justifications, the comfortable little stories you tell yourself. What do you see? A warrior? A conqueror? Or a man shackled by his own mind? A prisoner of his own excuses? Be honest. Because if you don't face the truth now, you never will. You've spent years running from discipline, running from pain, running from the brutal work that forges men into something unbreakable. And where has it gotten you? Stuck, trapped in a cycle of hesitation, fear, and regret. You watch others rise while you stay exactly where you are, making the same tired promises. Tomorrow I'll start. Next time I won't quit. But you always do, don't you? Always looking for the easy way out. Always folding the second things get hard. That ends now. Because here's the reality. This world is war, and war doesn't wait. Every day you hesitate, Someone else is taking what could have been yours. You think you have time? You think life will slow down, let you catch your breath, give you one more chance? No! Every second you waste is another nail in the coffin of the man you were supposed to be. Pain is the only teacher that never lies. You can try to avoid it, but that only makes you weaker. You can try to ignore it, but it will find you. You can try to hide, but eventually you will break, or you will fight. And that's the only choice you have left. So tell me, what's your excuse now? That it's hard? That you don't feel like it? Good. Suffer. Let it burn through every weakness, every limitation, every soft part of you that still exists. Because the moment you stop avoiding the pain and start embracing it, everything changes. Break yourself before the world does. Because if you don't master suffering now, it will master you later. This is your breaking point. And you only have two options. Stay down or rise as something the world is not ready to face. Weakness is an addiction. You've been feeding it for years, giving it every excuse, every hesitation, every moment of self-pity. It owns you because you let it. But today you go cold turkey. No more running, no more numbing yourself with distractions, no more waiting for some miracle to pull you out of the hole you dug for yourself. Everything you need is already inside you. The same fire that built warriors, conquerors, and legends burns in your blood. It didn't die. It didn't fade. You just buried it under fear. But fear is nothing. Fear is smoke. Fear is the last trick of a dying weakness trying to hold you back. And if you push through it, if you tear through every doubt and hesitation, you will realize something they never wanted you to know. They tried to bury you. They wanted you broken, forgotten, erased. But they failed. And now you rise. And when you rise, you will not be the same. You will not be the version of yourself that they mocked, doubted, and ignored. No, that version of you is dead. The only thing left is the force you were meant to become. Every struggle you faced, every battle you fought, every moment where you thought you wouldn't make it, it was all fuel. They thought they were crushing you, but all they did was forge you. The pain, the rejection, the failure, it wasn't there to destroy you. It was there to make you unstoppable. And today, you stop running. You stop waiting. You stop playing the victim. Because the truth is, no one is stopping you but you. The battle has always been in your mind. And the second you decide to fight, you win. You are not human anymore. You are war itself. Every scar, every setback, every moment of suffering, they did not break you, they built you. You've been through hell, and yet you're still standing. And that should terrify them. Because the ones who have nothing left to fear are the ones who cannot be stopped. There is no more doubt, no more hesitation, no more weakness. You have burned it all away. The chains that once held you, gone. The fear that once paralyzed you, dead. The old version of you, the one who made excuses, who hesitated, waited for permission, he does not exist anymore. You killed him the moment you stopped looking for an easy way out. The moment you stopped making excuses. The moment you chose to fight instead of fold. They fear what they created. The same people who laughed at you, who doubted you, who dismissed you as nothing, now they see it. They see the fire in your eyes, the unshakable force you have become, and they know they made a mistake. Because now, there is no stopping you. You are no longer just another name, another faceless soul in the crowd. You are the storm, the fire, the force they never wanted to face. Every day from now on, you dominate. You take what's yours. You stop asking for permission. There is no someday. There is no maybe. There is only now. And now you rise. You fight. You take back every damn thing they thought they could keep from you. You are the nightmare they never saw coming. And there is nothing left in this world that can break you unless you let it. There is no going back. That version of you, the one who hesitated, the one who made excuses, the one who let fear decide his future, he's gone. You killed him the moment you chose war over weakness, the moment you stopped waiting, the moment you realized that the only person standing in your way was you. You are not the same, and they can see it. They can feel it. The ones who doubted you, the ones who mocked you, the ones who wanted you broken, they don't laugh anymore because they know. They know what they created. They know that every time they pushed you down, you learned to stand up stronger. Every time they told you that you couldn't, you turned that into fuel. Every time they thought they had beaten you, you were already preparing to strike back. They wanted you weak. They wanted you obedient. They wanted you to accept your place in the dirt. But instead, you became something else, something relentless, something merciless, something that will never ever stop. And now they are the ones who are afraid, because you've tasted what it means to be free. You've felt what it's like to take back control. And once you've had that, once you've broken free from the chains of fear, self-doubt, and hesitation, there is no force on this earth that can ever put you back in that cage. The old you is dead. The weak you is dead, and what stands in his place is something this world is not ready for. So now you decide. Do you keep moving forward, or do you prove them right? Do you let yourself slip back into weakness, or do you show them exactly why they should have never underestimated you? There is no mercy, no retreat, no surrender. The war is never over, and the only way you lose is if you quit. No more words, no more promises, no more waiting. This is it, your line in the sand. You either rise or you stay weak. That's the truth, and it's not going to get easier. No one is coming to lift you up. No one will drag you to your potential. If you want power, if you want freedom, you fight for it every day without apology, without hesitation. The world doesn't care about your pain. It doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care how tired you are. You either show up and take what's yours, or you get left behind. That's the reality. And you can either accept it and rise, or deny it and stay exactly where you are. But understand this, no one is holding you back. Not your circumstances, not your enemies, not the world. It's you, your weakness, your fear, your hesitation. And the second you decide you've had enough, the second you refuse to be owned by anything or anyone, that's the moment everything changes. So what's it gonna be? Another day of excuses? Or the day you finally rise? Another day of weakness, or the day you become the unstoppable force you were meant to be? You have two choices. Stay broken, stay small, stay afraid, or burn every excuse to the ground and take what's yours. There is no easy way, there is no shortcut, but there is power, raw, undeniable power waiting for the one who refuses to quit. So rise or stay weak, fight or surrender, but know this, no one is coming. It's just you. And if you want it, really want it, you already know what you have to do.